You're listening to Fear of Thunderstorms and New Year's Eve Stress, written by Gaby Engelbart, narrated by Sholl, released on Pete Henry Records. Aim of this audiobook. I still exactly remember how I was stuck in a vicious cycle of feeling utterly helpless, pity and annoyance when my first dog Tino, who weighed a whopping 70 pounds, wanted to constantly sit on my lap. And not only that, most of the time he wanted to be held tight in my arms, all while panting like crazy. I had to be physically and mentally there for him around the clock, 24 hours a day. Unfortunately, I wasn't in a position to help him, but I was able to help my second dog, Henry. How, I hear you ask? In this audiobook, I will share with you how we successfully overcame the fear of noises and so much more. At first, I didn't understand why Henry was upset. Henry, a former hunting dog, who never used to be fazed by loud banging noises. Henry, who got excited by the sound of fireworks on New Year's Eve because they reminded him of the excitement and joy of his duck hunting days. But despite all of his previous positive experiences with loud noises, he suddenly started panting and looking at me for reassurance whenever there was a thunderstorm. His fear of loud noises increased at the speed of light, and before I knew it, even the sound of heavy rain or the howling of the wind was enough to set him off. He turned from being a relaxed dog into one that was very stressed. As an animal health practitioner, I attended training courses that dealt with this topic. It was trial and error, but the end results were sensational, and I was able to give my dog the anxiety-free life he deserved. With these newly attained tools, I was finally able to calm my dog, who was often so beside himself that he was no longer aware of his surroundings and environment. Looking back, I believe that this was the reason why his previous Spanish hunter owner no longer wanted him. This dog, with whom I've experienced enough things to fill at least 2 dogs' lifetimes, who ran off and jumped over the fence at a friend's house in despair, who was so spaced out, he didn't even notice when he came face to face with other dogs, whom I even had to follow swimming in the Elbe River as he paddled off towards the other side of the river. This dog is now present and approachable. I was able to lower his stress level to such an extent that he was retrievable even when hunting a deer in the woods, and thunderstorms were soon no longer an issue either. The aim of this audiobook is to encourage and help other dog owners to find a way out of their dog's misery of fear of noises and live life confidently. Because happy dog means a happier life for the owner too. But before we start, I have one more tip for you. You will notice some repetitions.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?